The night had spread across the world like a vast, quiet ocean of darkness and calm. The sky was deep and endless, filled with soft, glowing stars that shimmered gently, like tiny whispers of light resting in silence. A cool breeze moved slowly through the air, touching everything with a sense of peace that asked for nothing in return. In a quiet town surrounded by sleeping streets and silent trees, there lived a young woman named Sarah. She was thoughtful, emotionally deep, and often carried more in her heart than she ever expressed. During the day, she stayed composed, but at night her mind became active, soft thoughts moving endlessly, one after another without pause. Tonight felt heavier than usual. Not painful, just full. Sarah lay on her bed, staring at the ceiling where faint moonlight created slow-moving shadows. The room was still, safe, and familiar, yet inside her, her thoughts kept flowing gently but continuously. She turned to her side, then back again. Sleep was close, but not close enough. After a long silence, she slowly sat up. Something inside her felt different tonight, like the night itself was not asking her to sleep but to listen. She stood up, walked toward the door, and stepped outside into the night. The air touched her softly. Cool, calm, almost like a quiet greeting. She began walking without direction. No destination, no urgency, only movement through silence. The streets were empty, lit faintly by soft streetlights that looked like sleepy stars resting close to the ground. Each step she took felt lighter than the last. As she moved further away from her home, the world slowly changed. The buildings became fewer, the noise disappeared completely, and then she found herself at the edge of the town where everything opened into wide, endless space. A field stretched far into the distance. Silent, still. And in the center of that field something was waiting. At first it was barely visible, just a faint distortion in the air. Then slowly it became clearer. A shape made of soft, glowing light, not a solid object, not a structure, but something that felt like a presence forming itself gently in reality. Sarah stopped. She looked at it carefully. It didn't shine brightly. It didn't move. It simply existed, calmly, as if it had been waiting for her without expectation. Slowly she took a step forward, then another. With each step, something inside her began to soften. The constant flow of thoughts in her mind started to slow, not because she forced it, but because something around her made it unnecessary to rush. As she got closer, she realized what she was seeing. It was a space, not a place, not a thing, but a space shaped by silence itself. A soft boundary of light formed a gentle circle, and inside it was nothing. Pure nothing. But that nothing felt complete. Whole. Sarah paused at the edge. For a moment she hesitated, not out of fear but out of unfamiliar calm. Then she stepped inside. And the moment she did, everything changed. Not the world outside, but the way she experienced it. Her thoughts, which had been moving constantly before, slowed instantly, not forced but naturally, like water settling after movement. She stood in the center, and felt it. Stillness, deep, soft stillness. There was no sound, no pressure, no expectation, only space, only presence. She took a slow breath, in, out, and something inside her responded. Her breathing became deeper. Slower, more natural, her shoulders relaxed without effort. Her face softened. Even her heartbeat felt quieter, steadier. The space around her did not change, but her awareness did. It became lighter, less crowded, more open. Her thoughts still appeared faintly, but they no longer held her attention. They came and dissolved, like ripples disappearing into a still lake. She didn't chase them. She didn't resist them. She simply allowed them to pass. And in that allowing, something beautiful happened. The silence between thoughts began to grow, wider, deeper, calmer. Sarah slowly sat down at the center of the glowing space. The ground beneath her felt steady and supportive, as if the earth itself had softened just for her. Her eyes closed gently. No effort, no decision, it just happened. Her breathing slowed further. In, out, time stopped feeling important. There was no past pulling her, no future pushing her. Only the present moment, quiet, endless, peaceful. The soft light around her dimmed slightly, becoming even gentler, as if responding to her stillness. Everything felt safe. Not because something was protecting her, but because nothing was disturbing her. Her thoughts, which had always filled her nights, now faded into quiet distance. Not gone, just unimportant. And for the first time in a long while there was no internal noise. Only calm space. Only silence. Only rest. Her body relaxed completely. Her head tilted slightly forward, then settled comfortably. The glowing space around her felt like it was holding her gently, not physically, but in feeling. like silence itself had become a shelter. And slowly, without effort, without awareness of the moment, she drifted into sleep. Deep, soft, undisturbed. The glowing space remained for a while longer, quietly existing in the field like a dream made of light and stillness. Then slowly it began to fade. Not disappearing suddenly, but dissolving gently into the night air, as if it had fulfilled its purpose. The field returned to its natural silence. The breeze moved again. The stars continued to shine above. Everything remained calm. Hours passed without interruption. No sound, no movement, only night slowly turning toward morning. When the first soft light of dawn touched the horizon, Sarah slowly opened her eyes. She was back in her room. Everything looked familiar. The ceiling, the walls, the faint light through the window. For a moment she stayed still, not thinking, just breathing. Then she sat up slowly. Something within her felt different, not changed, but lighter, calmer. As if the silence she had experienced outside had quietly settled inside her too, not as emptiness, but as peace. She placed her hand on her chest and took a slow breath. No rush, no pressure, only stillness. And even though the glowing space was gone, its calm remained within her. Like a soft, endless quiet she could return to any time, she simply closed her eyes.